All right. All right. Good evening, everyone. My name is Chuck McLean. I'm the Chief Public Utility Law Judge at the Maryland Public Service Commission. Today is July 8th, 2020. It's approximately 7 p.m. And we're conducting a public comment hearing in case number 9634, which is captioned in the matter of the application of Easton Utilities Commission for authority to increase its electric and gas rates pursuant to the make whole provisions of Section 4207 of the Public Utilities Article, Annotated Code of Maryland. Tonight's hearing is being conducted via WebEx, and we are also streaming tonight's hearing live on our YouTube channel due to the ongoing COVID pandemic. Just in terms of background, this case was filed by Easton on February 10th, 2020, and Easton requested an annual increase of approximately $534,000 for electric service and approximately $109,000 for gas service over its existing rates. Both the Maryland Office of People's Counsel and the Commission's technical staff participated in this case, conducted discovery, and filed testimony responding to Easton's request, making their own independent recommendations. In advance of the evidentiary hearing in this case, the parties entered into a settlement agreement which proposed to increase Easton's annual electric service revenues by $485,165 and its annual gas service revenues by $81,865. Additionally, the parties agreed to delay the effective date of the agreed upon increase to at least September 1st, 2020. The purpose of this evening's hearing is to listen to the public's views and concerns regarding the case, and any comments made tonight would be or will be considered when I issue my proposed order. Additionally, written comments may be sent to the Commission either electronically or by first-class mail, but please note that the comment deadline is Friday, July 10th, 2020. Before we turn things over to Mr. Oshie, I would just like to acknowledge present at this evening's hearing on behalf of the Easton's Utilities Commission is Ms. Marta Harding, Easton's counsel, and Steve Oshie, Easton's Senior Vice President of Finance and Chief Financial Officer. Gary Alexander is representing the Maryland Office of People's Counsel, and Mr. Peter Wilson is representing the Commission's staff. With that, Mr. Oshie, I understand you'd like to make a statement, please?
Sure. Thank you very much, Your Honor. And I want to thank you for your leadership during this case in these very unique times. When you issued the scheduling order on February 20th, Zoom was a term we as kids used to describe how fast we rode our bike, and flatten a curve was probably limited to civil engineers working on a road construction project. You commented a lot of things I was going to say, so I'll skip forward a little bit. I will say that when we finished our original rate case back in June of 2017, we were astutely aware that we might take advantage of the 4207 provision, make whole provision. We live in an area that has very little customer growth. In fact, between June 2017 and June 2020, we're averaging less than 0.5% electric customer growth. And that's simply on the residential side. We've actually lost on the commercial side. And on the gas side, we've averaged less than 1% growth. Our town council president back in 2017 highly recommended to us that we not wait a decade between rate cases, because he thought it would be better to have smaller incremental rate increases. We took that to heart, and the make whole 4207 provision is a very simplified way to take a bite of the apple. With our very limited growth, our revenues are just not keeping pace with our expenses based on that small amount of growth. So what I would like to just talk about is what is the impact on particularly residential customers of these the requested ratings of 485,000 and 81,000 approximately. To achieve those additional revenues on the residential side, their electric monthly customer charge will increase from $6 to $6.18. And their kilowatt distribution rate is being increased from 0.05 to 0.052. In 2019, our average residential customer usage was 1,096 kilowatt hours. We always use 1,000, but based on that 1,096, the customer's average monthly customer bill will increase $2.37, roughly the cost of 1 gallon of gas. On the gas side, the customer charge is going to increase from $11 to $11.26 per month. And the distribution rate is going to be increasing from 0.4375 to 0.4551. The average monthly usage in our customer base is 48 CCF in 2019. So in this case, their average customer bill will increase $1.10, or about the cost of a 16-ounce bottle of water at Wawa. It's notable, even with these increases, our customers pay only 2/3 of what their neighbors pay in the surrounding utilities. While nobody wants to pay more for anything, as just heard, these rate increases are much smaller increases than have occurred traditionally for us and more in line with our former town council president, John Ford, recommended. Lastly, I would just like to thank the Public Service Commission and the Office of People's Counsel staff. We respect the role and the oversight they provide to utilities such as ourselves, and we really appreciate their professionalism in their efforts to achieve just and reasonable rates for our customers. And that's all I have. Thank you very much for the opportunity, and thank you again, Your Honor.
Thank you very much, sir. Ms. Harding, Mr. Wilson, Mr. Alexander, do you have any comments that you'd like to make?
I do not, Your Honor.
No comments, Your Honor.
And I will note that I checked the email address that we had used in our in the notice of the public comment hearing, and we received no emails indicating people wanted to participate. I checked it several times today and didn't get any hits either. So I think this is going to be, it's just us tonight, which makes it a little easier. And just to follow up on Mr. Oshie, I appreciate everyone's patience and throughout this time. I know this isn't obviously ideal. We'd typically be sitting somewhere down in Easton right now, but given the times and the circumstances conducting these hearings virtually, it takes there's a learning curve for everyone. We're trying to flatten one curve and trying to learn another one. So, but I do appreciate everyone's patience and time. And I know it's not ideal, but hopefully we'll be back to normal operations at some point in the near future. So, and unless anyone has anything else, I think we can go ahead and end the hearing.
Nothing for me. Thank you, Your Honor.
Sounds good.
All right, Mr. Alexander, you still with us?
I am.
Okay. Anything before we sign off?
No, I just hope that everybody stays safe, stays healthy, and stays sane.
Here, here.
Thank you very much, Mr. Alexander.
Much.
Certainly words to live by. All right. Again, thank you all. Thank you all. I hope you enjoy the rest of your summer. And again, in Gary's vein, please stay safe. And we're off the record.
Bye.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
How do you spell Ochi?
OCHSE.
Great. Thank you so very much. You're off the record, Your Honor.
Thanks, Doug.